Good afternoon. This is a hearing of the Chatham Conservation Commission being held on February 11th, 2026 in accordance with the Massachusetts Wetlands Protection Act and the Town of Chatham Wetlands Protection Bylaw and Regulations. My name is Karen Lattin and I serve as the chair. Please note this meeting is being recorded and will be available shortly hereafter for scheduled and on-demand viewing on any smartphone or tablet device. If anyone else is recording the meeting, including the use of AI note-taking apps, please notify the chair. Pursuant to Governor Healy's March 28, 2025 signing of Chapter 2 of the Acts of 2025 extending certain COVID-19 measures adopted during the state of emergency, suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, GLC 30A, Chapter 20, until June 30th, 2027, this meeting of the Chatham Conservation Commission is being conducted in person and via remote participation. Every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 244-324-151-7746, or join the meeting online via Microsoft Teams through the link in the posted agenda. While this is a live broadcast and simulcast on Chatham TV, Xfinity Channel 1072, despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide real-time access. We will post a record of the meeting on the town's website as soon as possible. To all participants, whether attending by phone or online, please remain muted unless you have been recognized by the chair. When recognized, please identify yourself for the record. If you're attending by phone, you can mute and unmute by using *6. If you are online and you are not a commissioner, please keep your cameras turned off unless you have been recognized. Indicate that you wish to speak by using the raised hand feature. So we have a record of a quorum. I will now ask each commissioner to indicate their presence. Vice Chair Paul Johnson.
Present.
Janet Williams.
Present.
Elise Gordon.
Present.
Eric Hilbert.
Present.
Bob Delvecchio.
Present.
And I'm here, so we've established that we have a quorum. Is there anyone who would like to make any announcements, comments, or future agenda items for anything other than the properties on the agenda today? I am not seeing anybody online. And seeing nobody in the audience, we can continue. Bradford, are there any announcements about any requests for continuances today?
Yes, there's one minor continuance, the discussion item for possible irrigation requirements. Teresa from Blue Flax had requested that go on the agenda for this hearing, but she's not able to make it today. So she's hoping to continue this to March 11th.
Okay. Thank you. At this point, Bradford Bauer, Chatham's Assistant Conservation Agent, will now lead us through the agenda.
All right. First up is an order of conditions for 620 Orleans Road, Sandra Shapiro, map 12J, parcel 19-10. SE 10-3761. This project is for Phragmites management and was continued from January 14th, 2026.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Did you get the order?
Jess?
Yeah, you had wanted us to amend a couple things on the project narrative and then give a map that actually highlighted the area, and we did do that, so.
Yes, and did you receive the order that we wrote?
Yes, yes.
And do you have any additions, corrections, changes at all? Okay. Commissioners, anything that anybody would like to add or change in the order?
Got one small thing.
Sure.
On special condition number 4, the first sentence, glyphosate is spelled wrong. It should be glyphosate. GLYPHOSATE.
Okay. Thank you. I wouldn't know that that's wrong.
It's underlined, and I went, right.
Yeah, I didn't know why, but I said, okay.
It's okay in the project narrative, but it just was misspelled here, that's all.
Thank you. Anything else?
No, that's it, thank you.
Anybody else? All right, then we can have a motion.
I move that we close the hearing on 620 Orleans Road and approve the order of conditions as modified.
Second.
Okay, Bob,
Aye.
Eric,
Aye.
Paul,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
Elise,
Aye.
and I say aye. So you're all set.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
See you, Eric.
Yeah, good to see you. Nice to see a local contractor in here now and then.
Okay, Bradford, the next, please.
Next up is an order of conditions for 47 Little Beach Road, Monomoy Rips LLC, map 16A, parcel H52, SE 10-3737. This was for demolish existing dwelling and construct new dwelling and Title V subsurface sewage system within land subject to coastal storm flowage. This was continued from July 9th, 2025 and January 14th, 2026.
Okay, is there anybody here for this? Okay, looks like, no?
Hello, David Clark online.
Hi, David. I thought I saw you were on here,
Yeah.
okay. Did you look at the order?
No issues. Yeah, we looked at it, Blue Flags looked at it, and everybody's okay.
Good. Okay, I do have one comment going forward, and this is, pertains to this property, but it really is for all applications that are coming in that are for two properties, and we get one plan. Like, for, our problem for this one was, it's hard to describe the mitigation because the mitigation is put together with two properties. And we're not writing the order at the same time, and so it does make it a lot harder. And I think in the, going forward, we are going to require that mitigation, and plans come with the, even if they're applying together, with separate plans, because it makes it so hard if, when our conservation agents go out to, you know, close a certificate, it's hard to tell if they're not being closed at the same time that what's been done for each property. So that's just our comment, and I figured I'd put it out here because this was a property that has, or an application that has two properties. Well, it was two separate applications, but we have one plan. So, but having said that, could we have, oh, yes, Janet, please.
Quick question. So where does the figure of 916 square feet of mitigation for this property come from?
From what they said. It's
At the
not,
hearing, that's
Yeah.
how that's how Blue Flags described it.
yeah.
Okay.
And do any commissioners have anything that they want to change, add? Bob?
Special condition number 21, I want
Okay,
to add fertilizer, no pesticides, fertilizers, or new permanent irrigation may be used or installed.
okay.
Okay.
Nitrogen.
Okay. Then we can have a motion to approve, close and approve, please.
I move that we close the hearing on 47 Little Beach Road and approve the order of conditions as modified.
Second.
Bob?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Janet?
Aye.
Elise?
Aye.
And I say aye. You're all set. Thank you, David.
Welcome.
Okay, the next Bradford, please.
Do you want to read the next two together?
Yes.
Okay. Next up is orders of conditions for 61 Elephemits Lane, 61 Elephemits LLC, map 16C, parcel 636-14, SE 10-3758. Replace old hardscape and add stepping stones, remove invasive plants, plant native species, renovate weedy areas with fine fescue grass, seed within buffer zone to salt marsh and within flood zone. This is continued from January 14th and January 28th, 2026. We're also
Why?
reading in 63 Ella Femitz Lane, Ellen Downing Gould Living Trust, map 16C parcels 36-14, SE 10-3759, for new plantings within hardscape for a single-family home within buffer zone to salt marsh and within the flood zone. Again, this was also continued from January 14th and January 28th, 2026.
Thank you.
Can I just jump in here for Bradford? I'm having a technical issue here, opening the new version of 61. It says, I don't have permission to view it.
Yeah, I'm trying to find which one.
Is it on MyTownGov? Because it's new, yeah.
Yeah, we just received it a couple hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in it. I, hopefully,
Karen's in it.
I can modify it. Bob's
Okay, if
in
you're in it, that's fine.
Bob's in it.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay, let's deal with each one individually. 61, did you receive the orders?
Yes, I did.
And do you have any modifications?
I do just have one clarification question for special condition number 3 with the delineation of the mitigation areas. The way that it's worded, it's like delineate the upland edge of the mitigation area in this scenario where they're sort of like the garden beds around the property. I just wanted to clarify to see what you guys would like to see in terms of that type of delineation. I know when it's a larger area, it's easy to put boulders or a fence, and in this scenario,
Usually delineation is, it's something so that people won't mow over
yep,
the beds. So some use rocks, small boulders or whatever. Some use lower fencing, some use,
Yep.
that, something that's in the ground but sticks, some
Edging, yeah.
edging
Yeah.
type
The
thing
boulders,
that-
the boulders can be placed like 6 feet apart. It's not like it's a whole line of boulders.
yeah, no, I understand. It's just that these beds are so small and the area is so small. So if you have a 3-foot wide bed and then a 3-foot wide lawn, it doesn't make sense to put boulders in between, but
No,
we
I
would put
agree,
maybe a
but
steel edge
edging,
or.
as
Yep.
long as it's sticking up, so a mower can't
Yep.
go past, somebody would be aware if they're running over it,
Okay,
is really what we think.
Okay.
Maybe, I guess we should define that more, a little bit for future, because people do ask us. Anything else?
well, Bob Perry had a question on the patio permeability and the cleaning of it. I'm fine with the inspection monthly. I'm sure that the homeowners can do that. I'm not sure if you're able to read what he wrote and understand it. I'm not.
Bradford, didn't you add in what Bob asked for?
Yes, I have it up on the screen. I can read kind of the
Yeah.
rewording if you'd like.
No, I think as long as, well, yeah, go ahead and read what he asked for, because
Sure.
I'm not seeing that he's online.
This one is specifically for the the patio.
Right.
It would reword the condition to be the pervious surfaces of dry laid patios and/or walkways, driveways, and the like as a filter, so that any filter, they must be cleaned periodically to ensure that the pervious areas continue to function to allow water to drain and filter and to prevent clogging where sediment can become ground deep into the pavement's grooves. On a monthly basis, all pervious elements of the dry laid patio and/or walkway or driveway shall be A, visually inspected to ensure they are clean of debris, dewaters between storms and fear of sediments, and B, cleaned including blowing, sweeping, and/or dry vacuuming to remove any debris that may have accumulated in the previous elements. Pervious elements.
Jesus, that's unbelievable. Ridiculous.
I think if I may,
That's a standard.
his request is that it be reworded to be a recommendation. So I'll leave
I have
it
no
to all of
problem
you.
with that. I'm sure they're gonna sweep the little patio now and then.
Yeah.
Or blow it off, and if the other commissioners don't mind, if it would be okay to forego any hard delineation in the beds, I mean, you'd have to be drunk to mow that little tiny postage stamp and mow over the shrubs in the beds. I mean, it's just so tiny. I think it's, in this particular case, I don't think it's necessary, from my experience. I mean, just cut the bed. If it's cut between the bed and the lawn, they're not gonna mow into the bushes, the little tiny lawn that is.
Okay, how's everybody else feel?
They could do that deep cut on the edge of the bed.
They'll do that
Well, that's a
anyway.
delineation.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll,
that's a delineation. The only, yeah, it doesn't matter what they do, so
It's
long as
a-
people don't mistake it for.
yeah.
Yeah, we just want to be sure that it doesn't get mowed.
Yep. I can
That's all.
also say that I'll be doing the maintenance,
Right.
3
But-
times a year, so we can cut the edge, make sure the plantings stay in place and nothing gets mowed.
That's fair.
That shouldn't be.
Okay, anybody have anything else for 61?
There's a couple other comments? in
Yeah,
there?
I'm seeing something, it says, I'm not sure, from I think it's in special conditions, special condition number 9. It's which says the patio and stepping stones shall be dry laid with a permeable washed aggregate base of 3/4 inch and 1/4 inch crushed stone to a depth of approximately 8 inches. And it says patio is practical. Stepping stone base course in the presence of sand base may, I don't, it says NE be needed. I mean, I took that, I wrote this, I took this directly out of the application, so I'm not sure why there's an issue with it. This is exactly what we were told would be happening. So I think that should be just left the way it is.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to
Yeah,
delete
to
that.
to the specifications of what they
Yeah.
proposed, yeah.
So, I'm trying to see if there's anything else.
Yeah, 11.
11 has sand question mark.
Oh, sand or crushed stone.
Yeah.
Sand is fine.
Sure.
Okay.
Are you doing, or am I-
I
are
don't
you
know.
in,
I'm
Janet?
here,
Oh, you
so-
are in.
There we go.
Okay,
Yeah, I got in.
okay. We just have to change it to black.
Yep.
Because this is not. Okay, anything else?
I got something on.
Go ahead.
Special condition number 8. No pesticides, fertilizers, or permanent irrigation shall be permitted.
Okay.
And then on 14,
Number 8 is special.
I'm looking at number 8 is,
No permanent irrigation shall be permitted.
It's not finding.
why am I saying is the applicant shall identify a professional land surveyor?
Okay, so no.
Oh, that's pre-construction, never mind.
Okay.
8, yeah.
And I don't
No
know why
pesticides,
number 9 is
fertilizer.
red, but it is. Okay,
and then on 4,
pesticides isn't,
yeah.
I'm getting there. T, C.
and on which one?
Thank you, Janet. And on 14, fescue sod shall be used due to the wind, and then I just wanted to add fescue seed will be used for any bare spots.
Okay. Yeah, it's better to spell out
Thank
what
you.
kind.
That's all I
Thank
have.
you. Anybody have anything else? And are you okay with those changes?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, then for 61, could we have a motion, please?
I move that we close the hearing on 61 Elif Emmets Lane and approve the order of conditions as modified.
Second.
Bob?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Janet?
Aye.
Elise?
Aye.
And I say aye. Okay, next one, 63. Any modifications to that one?
sorry, just opening it here, 61.
Or additions?
No additions. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time pulling it up, but just with the same language for the mitigation plantings with the edge being acceptable, and then same with the patio, so.
Well, we don't spell out what the edging is, so
Yep, you can do
it's
it.
up to you to decide what you want to do.
Understood, thank you.
As long as it's edged, that's all we care about.
Okay.
Okay. Anybody on the commission have anything?
I got the same
Okay.
items on this one as 61. I just lost it again, yeah. But
Fescue seed, I got.
Yeah, that's in
that.
number 11.
Number
Yep,
8, add
number
the
8, yep, add
Pesticide.
pesticide and fertilizer.
thank you, that's all I had.
Okay.
Are we doing anything with the language on the patio maintenance? It's
In
not,
this
it's
one?
not, let me just, it's not the matter of brushing or blowing the patio itself, it's the joints. Because especially if, depending on what the material in the joints is, that material can get really compacted. That's the only permeable part of these patios are the joints, and that's why we're kind of specific about them being wide. But if they get compacted, they won't, the water won't go through anymore, that becomes impervious. So all we're saying is that keep an eye on those joints and sweep them out periodically to keep the sand from getting hardened in there. And that's really what that's all about, because if that happens, then the patio is completely impervious. So that's, we could probably make it a lot clearer and easier to, but,
Yeah.
you know, you leave it to somebody to write legal mumbo jumbo, and that's what they do.
Yep. Okay. Bob, anything?
That was it,
Oh, yeah,
thank you.
that's right. Anybody else?
Nope.
Okay, then we can have a motion, please.
I move that we close the hearing on 63 Elf Emmets Lane and approve the order of conditions as modified.
Second?
Bob,
Aye,
Eric,
Aye.
Paul,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
Elise,
Aye.
and I say aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Bradford, the next, please.
Next up is an order of conditions for 14 Main Street, Chatham Beach and Tennis Club, map 16B, parcel 73, SE 10-3757. Remove and replace retaining walls within the buffer zone, replace retaining walls and boardwalk within a coastal dune. This was continued from January 14th and January 28th, 2026.
Thank you. Okay. Is anybody here? David, yep, there you are.
Yeah, I'm here. I just want to make sure that the natural heritage letter is incorporated into the order.
Oh, okay, let's make sure. It does say that a letter was, from them was received.
To make it even clearer, I can add it to the list of things that are incorporated by reference in the beginning of the
Yes.
conditions.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, because DEP might pick up on that when they
Okay.
review the order.
It's listed as a supporting document
Yeah, I think he wants it in the,
in the write-up.
Yeah.
Incorporated by reference.
so that DEP can see it. Anything else, David?
That's it.
Okay, anybody else? Bob?
I was just gonna ask if we could include a finding about the broken sand fence and the broken metal stakes in the dune
Yeah.
that we found.
Are they,
I
I think he just
I know
wants,
it's in the special conditions, but it,
Oh, you want in the findings as well? Okay.
it's up to you, but,
We can put it in the findings. I don't see the problem with that. Let's see where it is so we can just copy it.
yeah, because Dave said they're going to take care of it.
here it is, 19.
19. Took me a while.
All right, I'll
Okay.
copy
We'll
and,
copy that into the findings as well.
okay. And then on special condition 20, David said that they could plant some beach grass in that area. after they fill it.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, wait a minute now, that never really finished that area, if I remember right. I don't think it was ever agreed to what we're gonna do in that little spot. Right?
David,
I think we were just gonna leave it, right?
yeah,
opinion?
that's what I assumed, in that it wasn't part of the application, and I think that bare spot's been there a long time. But we certainly would agree to adding supplemental beach grass once that board and batten wall is replaced, to enhance that area above it.
Okay,
Well,
so leave it in. If they said they would.
yeah. I added in beach grass will be planted there.
Anything else? Anybody? Okay, then we can have a motion, please.
I move that we close the hearing on 14 Main Street and approve the order of conditions as modified.
Second.
Bob?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Janet?
Aye.
Elise?
Aye.
And I say aye. Okay, then next, please.
Next up is Next up is an amendment to an order of conditions for 552 Shore Road. Francesco Scattone and Judith Gibbons, map 16G, parcel 16-T3, SE 10-3750, residential additions and mitigation plantings. Amendment is to include the after-the-fact tree cutting and vegetation mismanagement within the coastal bank. This is a draft.
Thank you. Okay, Raul, I see that you're on. So do you have any modifications or additions to the order?
So I don't know if there's a new version out, but on the first page, in the summary, the last sentence in the second paragraph, it says to fulfill this second amendment, this should be corrected to be first amendment.
It's the second phase. So, in the summary. So, okay. Okay, anything else?
Another comment that we had at the first meeting, there were some comments from the neighbors regarding fallen trees and soon to fall trees onto the beach. And then there was subsequent email correspondence with
Right.
the conservation department that made it into the record. The attorney for the applicant did a title search, and he did confirm that the 20-foot right-of-way is within the fees of the applicant. So the applicant is agreeing for the removal of those trees that are within the right-of-way. And I don't know if that should be something that could be put into the findings, but the applicant is agreeing to removing them.
Out of the easement,
The 20-foot way, yes.
okay. All right.
That's all we have.
We also have an abutter letter, which arrived, I received today, which, you know, it's always good to have the abutter letters when we're discussing it, but I will read it into record. This is from a neighbor at Michael Riley at 448 Old Harbor Road. It says, I am an abutting neighbor to 448 Old Harbor Road, and writing as a follow-up to my conditional support dated 1/21/2026, requesting removal of dead and overhanging trees blocking the beach. Although I am a Connecticut attorney, I am writing solely as a private neighbor located 2 lots north along the same beach. I realize Cape Engineering concluded the problematic trees are not on Lot 552, but on the adjacent 20-foot right-of-way. However, that's not the end of the legal analysis. Based on my review of the underlying title documents of 552, as explained below, I believe 552 also has substantial legal rights in and to the right-of-way itself. which in turn gives the new owners ample legal standing and incentive before the CONSCOM to request permission to remove the troublesome and dangerous trees. Further, the trees block the new owner's ability to walk north along the beach, just as ours is blocked to the south. I hope we are aligned on a common goal to find a way to remove the trees as part of the project and process with the CONSCOM. Please forward the email to the new owners, and I'm copying their attorney, Michael Ford, whom I know. I telephoned Michael and left a brief voicemail summary of this document. My intent is entirely friendly. I just want everyone to be able to walk freely and safely along the beach. Bear with me as I explain the legal and practical details below, and please consult Michael Ford, of course. But we have just said that the owners agree. So I would like to stop reading this. It's a very long letter, and it goes into all of the various details, legal details. So that being given, do either of you have anything else to say about the order as it stands?
Everything
Okay.
else looked good.
Then
Can I just
I'm
clarify,
going to
so, because I'm editing this as we're sitting here. So the trees, the dead trees that have fallen onto the beach are actually located on 552's property, correct? Next to the right-of-way, or in the right-of-way? Okay,
Or in the right of way.
okay.
Yeah. That's the whole issue,
or
is they
within.
want the right-of-way cleared.
Okay, and so I'm adding that as a finding, that they are located within the right-of-way adjacent to, and then I'm adding, so everybody knows, the dead trees that have fallen onto the beach shall be removed. I have also added, just so you know, and some additional language that references the larger land management plan and the 61,000 square feet of restoration that are going to be done, and the 31,000 square feet of planting that'll be done. I wanted to put all that in there, so that has now been added as findings. So, that's it.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, just quickly, any stumps that are still intact, I haven't really been down there. Are you leaving the stumps in the ground unless they're like completely out?
Yes, we would flush cut as close as we could
Right.
to the ground and then leave them in place.
Thank you.
No, because if,
So do we want to add something that says that the dead trees, they'll be flush cut? They're not going to remove the roots. I think probably we should add that. Anybody else? Bob?
Raul mentioned that he would add more in-ground steps down to the beach to guard against erosion. Maybe if we just put that in the special conditions. It's not in the plan, but
Adding steps.
oh, I put that in, I did put that in.
oh, you did?
It was in, I put it in, I did add that there's additional, this amendment will result in additional coverage of 41 square feet within the no disturb zone from installation of at-grade timber steps.
Oh, okay.
An addition of 210 square feet in the outer aura from replacement and reconfiguration of railroad tie steps.
Okay, thank you.
Just so that, yeah,
Yep.
we captured that.
I have one more thing also. Did we agree on how many of the dead stalks you're gonna leave on the pines for the birds and the wildlife? We were going
I
back.
believe we said
We were going back
like
and
12
forth
to
on the number.
15. I think we were talking about 15, 12 or 15,
How many total are there?
or was it?
I thought it was like 25 you were gonna leave.
I had in my notes 15, but I think there's 25 total.
Oh, total, and you were leaving 15. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha, thank you.
Yeah.
Are those all
Yeah,
pitch
thank you.
pines?
Yeah.
Yes.
Those are pitch pines we're talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct.
Cut to
Okay.
a height of about 10 feet or so, and left as
Correct.
snags?
You don't hurt anything.
No,
Height.
the wildlife love them.
Height. You need knee. Okay, anything else from anybody? All right, then I think we can go to a motion, please.
I move that we close the hearing on 552 Shore Road and approve the request to amend the order of conditions as modified.
Second.
Bob?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Janet?
Aye.
Elise?
Aye.
And I say aye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Bradford, the next, please.
Next up is a field change request for 155, 157 Bridge Street, Eastward Companies, map 15B, parcel 1B, SE 10-3452. Demo 2 existing dwellings and a pool, reconstruct both dwellings. Field change request is to change the orientation of the pool and reconfigure the patio area.
Hello, Susan
Okay.
Ledoux.
Go ahead.
Hi, Susan. Okay, thank you. Susan Ledoux from Eastward Company. Sorry about that. We are here requesting a field change request at 157 Bridge Street, and that's the house on the east side of the lot. And if you've been by the property, we've been constructing the house for several months now in accordance with the order of conditions approved by the commission in 2021. And we would like to rotate the approved pool and reconfigure the patio area. We've submitted in the packet a revised site plan, revised landscape plan, and a revised planting plan. And the request would be to rotate the approved 18-foot by 36-foot in-ground pool. If you remember, the pool ran sort of north-south, and now it's east-west and will be parallel with the house. It will work better. Reconfigure the approved patio area around the rotated pool and revise the approved plantings around the patio. And the field change will decrease the hardscape or the site coverage in the 50 to 100-foot buffer by 107 square feet, from 2197 square feet to 2090 square feet. We'll pull the proposed patio further from the 50-foot buffer line and resource area. The proposed retaining wall on the west side of the patio will be outside of the Conservancy District setback line, and the retaining wall is just over 2.5 feet high. The landscape plan has been revised to adjust the plantings around the reduced pool patio, continuing to use a mixture of emerald green arborvitae, morning light maiden grass, and little bunny fountain grass with low blue catmint and Venice dwarf hydrangea. And I believe those were the mixture of plants used on the original plan. And the approved restoration planting plan by Blue Flax Design has been revised to reflect the proposed change to the pool and patio. Otherwise, the Blue Flax plan proposes the restoration of the overall site. That will remain the same as approved. And we feel the proposed changes are an improvement to the site overall and will continue to comply with the requirements of the order of conditions. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody have any questions, comments? I'm going to start. I'm struggling with this, partially because this is two properties now, where, and I know this is an older, or, it's an order from 2021, and some of this I probably can't do anything about, but first of all, the landscape plan only shows the one property, and I'm not sure how much of all of that non-native is within the outer aura, and whether we're hitting the 75% native or not, because the plan, you've got a lot of hydrangea, you've got boxwood, a lot of this is outside of our jurisdiction, but it's made a little harder to figure out, given that it's, it doesn't specify that it's 75% native. So I do have a concern about that and would like to be sure that that is truly the coverage. My other issue, which I don't think we can do anything about, but because this is two properties now, if you look at just the one property, 157, where the pool's been rotated and things, it sure looks like that one would definitely be more coverage in the outer aura than 35%. And when you have the two properties together, it says it's 30.4% coverage. And I struggle with this, given that it's being looked at as one property, but it has two addresses. So that's just my struggle right now, just so you're aware. And this is one of the things with having two properties in one application, and maybe, and it is an older order, so maybe there's nothing I can do about it, but I wanted to say something about it. And why I like, if this is truly two properties, which it is, it has two driveways, two pools, two houses. It certainly seems like it's two properties to me, not one. And the coverage should be looked at as the coverage for each of those properties, unless they're going to be owned by the very same person, which I doubt. So that's just my little rant for today. So anybody else have comments?
I would second that, just because the other house is not under construction yet. So I'm wondering whether you've got a purchaser for this one, which is why it's going up first, and when the other one will be built, but which increases the likelihood that they'll be coming for compliance certificates at different times, and we still have one mitigation plan. So once again, it's going to be impossible.
Well, one landscape plan for one property, and then we have a mitigation plan for both together.
Yeah.
So hence my earlier comment about
Yeah.
separating things out. It makes it very hard. So, go ahead, Bob.
I thought the regulations were changed after this
That's right.
Yeah, they were.
application.
Yep.
Sometime, like, 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's
But
why she
since
said there's
they're-
not much we can do now.
Right.
But since
Right.
they're coming with a different landscape plan than I think they had
Yeah,
originally.
that's a separate issue.
Yes, I would
It's a
agree on the
new-
landscape has to be,
The
has to hit the
landscape,
75.
I need to know that that's got 75% native.
And
Because
even that part of it, even the 75% native, I think we didn't initially require that. I don't think.
No, but since they're changing their plan.
Yeah.
Doesn't it come in now because it's
okay.
Yes.
a new plan?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
That's my view of it, but I'm deferring to everybody because my opinion is only one. Go ahead, Lise.
I third your opinion.
So,
In
but
order.
is there anything we even can do about it?
Well, I think on the landscape, we can absolutely ask for confirmation that the landscaping adheres to the 75% native requirement within the aura, within the outer aura. I don't think on the coverage we can do much, because again, that was a requirement that we changed the regulations. But I do agree, just eyeballing it, that the other property is much less coverage in the outer aura. This one's much more. But, again, I don't think we can change that at this point.
No. So, where do we go from here? I guess what we need is to know what the percentage of natives is, at least on the landscape plan.
Okay.
Other than that, this rotation of the pool, is there any comments? For anything else that they are doing? I mean, they did move it a little bit more outside the NDZ. That's great. Which I very much appreciate. But anybody, I mean, when I look at that, I go, boy, it's all in the outer aura, or most of it. So, And I don't think I can do anything about the 35% coverage, unfortunately. But does anybody have any comments about how it looks now? No?
I'm glad it's rotated. I hope the other one gets rotated, although, doesn't matter, you know. Other than the landscaping, I think it's fine.
Yeah, so, I mean, we need to know that number, unfortunately, so we will need to continue it, because it's just a field
Okay.
change.
Okay, what we'll do is I'll get confirmation of that and put that in writing and send that in to Bradford.
Okay, and, you know, when you say, yes, it's 75%, it would be good to know what is going within the outer aura of everything, because you've got a lot of planting happening. And so just if they could specify which ones are within our jurisdiction, and then so we can see that it truly is the 75%. Or
Okay.
hopefully even more. I'd like to see more. I mean, there's a lot of things going in that I'm not thrilled at, but they're outside our jurisdiction.
Okay, so that would.
Like privet.
Right, right. So that would just be for this property or for the other house also?
Well,
the
I think your
75?
only change is for this property, so
Correct,
I don't
correct.
think we can speak to anything else at this point. The only thing
Okay.
you came forward with was a change to 157.
Yes.
All right, so when would you like to come back? Our next one is February 25th. We've got a very packed schedule that day. We have 6 new applications already. And we have, I think, a couple that are continued. I don't know where I put them.
And what's the date of the meeting after the 25th?
March 11th.
Okay. Why
Would
don't we
that
do
work?
March, I think that's fine. If we're just talking about the landscape plan and the plantings and no changes needed to the pool and patio, I think I
Okay.
think we're good. Yeah,
Great,
we can handle that.
we'll continue it to March 11th.
I
Okay.
move that we continue 157 Bridge Street to the meeting on March 11th, 2026.
I'm going to sustain. I wasn't here in 2021.
No, but you say.
Okay, second.
And we're just continuing it. We're not voting. So Bob,
Aye.
Aye.
Eric, Paul,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
Elise.
Aye.
And I say aye. So we'll see you on March 11th.
Okay, great. Thanks so much. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. All right.
Thanks.
So before we get into the next part of the agenda, which is certificates of compliance, I just want to say, Paul and Bradford have done a huge amount of work to verify that these certificates have been met, because we have an unusual situation where we have a huge amount of snow. So you can't see mitigation, you can't see hardscape, you know, patios, decks, whatever, if they're a lower deck. So this has been very difficult, and they've put a lot of time into this. And I very much appreciate the effort that they did by looking at aerial photos, you know, going through a lot and speaking to owners as well. So having said that, Bradford?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Our first certificate of compliance is for 32 Sunset Lane, Thompson Realty Trust, Richard Thompson, map 16C, parcel C2, SE 10-1776. This was for proposed additions, porch, and decks to an existing dwelling and removal of a deck and a patio. This is quite an old order, and
I'm the realtor for the home.
Go ahead. You have to be up at the mic,
Sorry, oh, my bad.
but let Bradford finish first.
Sorry, yep.
So we did review the plan. The dwelling the additions were slightly different than what was approved, but resulted in the same overall square footage. One thing I noticed going through aerial imagery was that there's a in-ground patio kind of to the west of the deck. And so I reached out to the applicant, and I believe that's why you're here, requesting that some mitigation plantings be planted for that patio. It looked to be about a 10 by 10 foot patio, so requesting 100 square feet of mitigation plantings that I had suggested be filed through an administrative review within 6 months or so.
That's great. And that would be attached to the certificate. All right, well, I see we have two representatives, so go ahead, whoever wants to start. Go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. This is Attorney O'Donoghue on behalf of the Thompsons, and also been working with Attorney Litchfield on this matter. I believe he's unable to be there today, but as you see, Tom Riley's there, the listing agent. The request, I'd say, of both parties, acknowledging the existence of the patio. By my review of Google Earth photos, at least going back till 2007, you can clearly see it there. I think the request of both parties was in lieu of the additional plantings to remove the patio and replace it with a native mix and some lumen seed. So that's sort of the collective request of the owners and the potential new homeowners.
And thank you. I'm sure it is, probably has been there for a while, but this is a very old order. And so it obviously went in after the order was created, hence why we're looking for a solution to it. So thank you. And would you like to add anything?
Not too much right now. I think I'm new to all this, but I think I'm okay right now.
Okay. So Bradford, we would need to change it that the patio will be removed and seated with fescue or Cape Cod mix. And that will be done within probably 6 months. 'Cause
Yeah,
we have
that'd be
snow.
consistent with the.
We can't even see what's that, and hopefully if there was any mitigation that needed to be done, it was done, but this is very old, so I don't even think we found that there was mitigation in the old order, was there?
No, there was not.
Yeah, so, all right, anybody have any questions or comments from the
Yeah,
commissioners?
I
Go
just want
ahead.
to say it's a smart move doing that, because if you put the plants in, then you got to watch them for, 3 years and all that, yeah. Smart way to do it.
Yep. Anybody, anything else? Then I think we can have a motion, please, to.
I move that we approve the certificate of compliance for 32 Sunset Lane as modified.
Second?
Bob?
Aye.
Eric?
Aye.
Paul?
Aye.
Janet?
Aye.
Elise?
Aye.
And I say aye. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Okay, Bradford, I think we can do the next two together.
Okay. Next up are certificates of compliance for 115 Landing Lane, John and Claire Bertucci, map 13K, parcel R5, SE 10-3111. This was for a land management plan. And then 115 Landing Lane, John and Claire Bertucci, map 13K, parcel R5, SE 10-1366. This was for their septic tank. No issues on the septic tank. We did have a septic review from someone who reviewed the septic plan, and it was in compliance with Title V, so I'm not concerned with that.
No. That one's easy.
Yes. The land management plan, as you said, was a little more difficult just because of the snow. Thankfully, within their certificate of compliance request, they included pictures from Wilkinson Ecological Design that had pictures before all the snow came out. And it did look well established.
Right.
And as as was laid out in the management plan, so I did not have any concerns on this one.
And I think they have ongoing conditions that they wanted for invasive removal and all of that. So
Yes.
if there is anything in there, at least, we can't see it right now, so.
Yes.
All right. Does anybody have any comments, questions?
Just one, the temporary irrigation was removed.
We can't see.
Can't see it for sure, so
What did they say? Did you ask them?
I did not ask them specifically on that one, no.
Matt's on. Matt, do you have an answer to that?
Yep, the temporary irrigation was removed.
There you
Excellent.
go.
Thank you. Anybody else, questions, comments? I don't see any from anybody online, so I think we can have a motion to approve the two.
I move that we approve the certificates of compliance for 115 Landing Lane as written.
Second.
Okay, Bob,
Aye.
Eric,
Aye.
Paul,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
Elise.
Aye.
And I say aye. Okay, Bradford, the next thing.
Next up would be the discussion for possible irrigation requirement changes.
Right, and that's been continued to March 11th.
Yep.
So, and then, nobody's really on, but I will just make sure that it will be advertised, but we do have an additional meeting on March 4th at 1 PM here. It's to go over the start of regulation modifications dealing with coastal resilience, which coastal resilience is a big part of the goals for the select board in town this year. So hence why we're starting that. It will be facilitated by Cape Cod Commission and Pleasant Bay Alliance. And there's a folder out on our teams that has all the information in it, as well as slides from a presentation that was done, gosh, what, 2 weeks ago? Time flies. So, all right. Having said that, we need one more motion.
I move that we adjourn the hearing.
Second.
Bob,
Aye.
Eric,
Aye.
Paul,
Aye.
Janet,
Aye.
and I say aye.
Hey, what about
As do
Elise?
I.
Yeah.
Oh, Elise, sorry.
That's okay.